It's 8:31 with Baxter O'Brien at Rock 102. John Pinette, 2 shows tonight at the Comedy Connection of the Hookie Lounge, 7 o'clock, 10:30. Limited seats still available, 593-5222 if you want to see John Pinette.
Yes.
Of course, you'd be an idiot not to.
And do they still have poo-poo platters?
Sure.
Do you have the fire in the middle still?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, we're just going to get a barrel and go out in the parking lot. Just put a whole pig on a stick. Although I have, like, on the road, and people laugh, but I do go to, like, Whole Foods and I do, like, some healthy things, but they have that, like, free-range chicken and some, people at health food stores have boundary issues. Somebody at a health food store tried to convince me to be a vegetarian, and then they said, "Would you like your beef cruelty free?" Absolutely. Take the cow to Disney World. Put him on the rides. Get him Mickey ears. Then whack him on the way to the airport. Did you like Mickey? Wasn't that fun? Don't turn around. Don't turn around. I got my sister at Easter. I went home because that's for the most part I'm on the road because I live near my family. And I told my sister to buy a ham. And I sent her $500, 125 pounds, enough for sandwiches afterwards. And I get one of those free range hams, be healthy.
Right.
And the thing weighed about 4 pounds. I could have put it on my chest and ate it like an otter. And I said, tell me this is a Cornish game ham. Tell me everybody gets one. I actually, where I'm staying in Springfield, they have a Dunkin' Donuts in the lobby, and it's between the Dunkin' Donuts in the lobby and the Chinese food tonight. I've called up my nutritionist, and said, we have a situation here. I'm in Weight Watchers. I need to buy points. Times are tough out there, folks. I have cash, you have points. Let's make a deal. Actually, that was my first job in Easton Avenue. I worked in Malden. I worked at the Dunkin' Donuts.
Really?
Yeah, and I remember, they had the old ladies back there, who the servers worked there for years. They'd say to me, I know you like donuts, darling, but believe me, you're going to work here 2 months. You're not going to be able to look at another donut. Well, 30 years later, I'm waiting for that to kick in. I'm thinking maybe when I'm 57, I'll be in a donut line and go, yuck. I'm sick of donuts. But it hasn't happened yet.
It's almost like they challenge you to not like them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, no, I don't think, no, I'm good. I'm good. And just, although the Krispy Kreme craze, that kind of,
fizzled out.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts kind of lasted through that.
Yeah.
And now they have Tim Hortons in Canada. And I'm all Tim. Canada was great, and I did. My manager booked me on a Canadian tour in the winter, and they're big people. The skinny ones freeze to death, and I like the fact that they don't care. Like I was in Ottawa in February, and it snowed 5 times that day. And you're like, are they going to cancel? Because here, people accept the New England weather, but still 3 inches of snow. They're on with a special alert. People have to run to Stop and Shop. They hide in the basement. They've got eggs, bread, and milk, and they're clutching it. What is this thing with eggs, bread, and milk? What? We have to make French toast if it snows. What? My mother once said that to me when I was a kid. It's gonna snow. I'm going to get eggs, bread, and milk. Yeah, and food. Get food too. What is this eggs, bread, and milk? And we'll play the rest by ear. I need canned goods.
So the Canadian thing went well?
The Canadian thing did go really well, but it's far flung. It's all commuter airlines, And there's, is there one plane I can get on without singing a Buddy Holly song? Seriously, I got propellers like in the History Channel, and I landed in Prince Edward Island Airport. And it's beautiful, Prince Edward Island. And you may say, where is Prince Edward Island? It's at the end. All right? Go to Maine, drive past Maine, and then when you're in the water, drive more. Then you get to Prince Edward Island. You can throw a rock and hit England. It is at the end of North America. There is no other place that you can work me. But listen, 1,000 people came on a Monday.
Wow.
Oh, everybody comes. Not a lot of people visit in February. They meet you at the airport. In the airport is the size of their studio. And it takes away all the airport excuses like, I couldn't find you, man. No. You are either there or you're there. You're either where the plane is or you're not where the plane is. And I like walking off the plane and where's baggage claim? And they hand you your bag. Here it is. I like that.
On the other hand, we've been in Canada in the summertime, and it's beautiful.
It's awesome. And listen,
That was a nice day.
All kidding aside, the people are awesome, and I would go there under any circumstances. But I do think it's funny. Prince Edward Island, like the Vikings rode there in 1200, and they left. like the Vikings, they went back to Greenland. Greenland is an island made out of ice. And they said, well, we can make a go of it there at least. But as far as the summertime, I highly recommend it.
Absolutely.
Now,
Yes.
do you enjoy all that travel?
To some extent. I think by the time I'm ready to snap, and that would be right about now. I'm glad to be back here.
Yeah.
So I enjoy the shows tonight, and then tomorrow night I'm in Boston, and then I get to go home for like 3-4 days.